G'day folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where in the previous episode we had journeyed and finally arrived at what I believe to be the outskirts of Baldur's Gate, although it does say up the top here that we are actually in Rivington, so I don't know if Rivington is like a district of Baldur's Gate or what it is exactly.
Don't waste the
perhaps
step.
maybe a suburb. But anyway, we're probably going to find out a little bit more. There are a lot of refugees here escaping the war that the cult of the Absolute has brought upon the city. So yeah, we're going to see what's going on in town. Surely there's a whole bunch of people to help, perhaps maybe stuff to buy. We've just bought a brand new cloak. Hopefully it'll be of use, otherwise it's just going to look nice on Lae'zel, perhaps. There are these kids who are just running around. I'm not entirely sure if they've got anything for us. Maybe it'd be good to have a chat with some of them. Yeah, I guess maybe they're just running around and that's all they're really saying. I did see a Bobby before who was standing around. I guess they're all just like playing. So I can't really interact with them. Let's have a chat with these guys here. Perhaps they look like traders as well. So this could be the commerce area.
Well, to be fair, for a miserable collection of shabby hovels jam-packed with wretched refugees, this place isn't bad at all.
I'm really hoping that we will find Mole sometime soon, actually, come to think of it. Otterdance Fenton.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of people here to socialize with, from the looks of it. Baldur's Muth. 1492 DR, issue 83. Let's have a look at that. Oh, wow, it's an actual newspaper. That's kind of cool. Absolutely unwelcome. Cult offered cold shoulder in city. Citizens must come first, claims Gortash over refugee rabble. Crackdown on crime crews destabilizes underworld. Fist Gala celebrates recruiting season. Steel Watch keeps tight grip on crime's throat. Waterdeep wades through red tape over sending aid. Meeting meat standards and common rat. Siege tips. Ugh, I hope they're not eating the common rat to try and make up for food supplies. But I suppose when people become desperate, you know. Let's have a chat with Zindram Main.
I'm busy. Mind your own.
I wonder if we would get to meet any of the other hags. Come to think of it. Not that I'm saying that she's a hag. I didn't mean it that way, guys. Blackboard.
Attention. Donations desperately needed for refugees. Every copper helps.
Manip.
Donations?
I'll take a donation, please. I'll make a donation. What do you need?
Food, sundries, gold. These poor refugee sods need all the help they can get.
I'd like to take the donation into the barn myself. Yeah, I'll donate some supplies.
Let's see what you've got.
Do I even have any supplies? I've only got a little bit. Here. You can have 4 potatoes. That's all I can spare right now. I'd have to go back to the camp to fetch all of our supplies. So... yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Just got inspired there.
I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated.
Nice. Oh, and another inspiration from Holson as well. So he definitely approves of that. Oh, hang on, another one. Perhaps maybe that's because we've got Will in the party as well. I haven't really been paying attention there, but just in time because we ran out of all of our inspiration. Fist Verone.
Be on your way, citizen. Got a lot to keep my eye on round here.
So I guess this is where all of the supplies are kept. Don't suppose it'd be trespassing if we tried to go through.
I should speak up.
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor. I like my personal space.
Okay then.
You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here.
Oh,
Everything in this
okay.
barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off.
A little bit rude, but... piss off. Very charming.
I'm doing my job. You can win the shop elsewhere. Now are you going to clear off or not?
Why does a barn need the flaming fist to protect it?
In case little weasels like you come sniffing around.
Alright, let's clear off. Can we have a chat with him again to see if we can persuade him to let us in? I just want to have a look. Who knows, maybe there's some things that we can take. I mean, does all count as stealing though. But is there anything else, like, you know, perhaps maybe some books to read or whatever? I mean, there are plenty of guards in here as well. Oh, okay, right. This is where we could, like, perhaps sneak in there. Ooh, is that? Okay, right. I was gonna say, getting a little too excited there.
So that's progress.
But we do want to have a chat with these guys. Are they thinking about stealing some of the stuff in there?
Oh, hi! If you're here to save me again, I don't really need to be saved right now. Good thing, huh? Bye.
You did me a real favour clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore.
What do you think of Baldur's Gate?
Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing.
Okay, so this is technically Baldur's Gate. It's just like the outer city or something. So you looted Moonrise Towers?
Didn't you? Figured we only got the scraps you didn't have the strength to carry.
Yeah, that's probably true. Show me these fancy items you have on offer. Anything magical?
Would I try to fool a Sharpie like you? Have a look.
Yes, you would. You would try to fool a Sharpie like me. Cloak of Cunning Broom. Now, maybe this is a better cloak. Cunning Broom. When the wearer disengages, they also create a foggy cloud with 2 meters radius that lasts for 1 turn. I mean, it does sound slightly more useful than what we just bought for Lae'zel. So we could perhaps maybe take that, but let's have a look. Evasive shoes, acrobatics +1, armor class +1. Sounds alright. Corvid token, boon of the Raven Queen. While wearing the amulet, the wearer's jump and flying speed increase by 1.5 meters, and they gain the Featherfall condition. Featherfall's effect will persist while the wearer is polymorphed or wild-shaped. polymorph dire raven. Interesting. I mean, if we're planning to do a lot of shape-shift action, or animal... wild shape action, then perhaps maybe this is a good amulet to have. 230 gold. Yeah, it's not really that expensive, to be honest. I just don't have the gold on me at the moment. Scabby, pugilist, circlet. Marital bravery. Weapon and unarmed attacks deal an additional 2 damage while surrounded by 2 or more foes. Okay. Could be good for a melee focus character. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Spoon of saltiness. Yeah, he's still got all of this, the fake stuff that he's trying to sell.
Stay away from trap chests.
Will do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back when we have a bit of gold on us. I mean, I could fetch some more gold from camp, but I might do that when I've found a few more traders to deal with. Because, you never know, we could run out of gold. Biscotti. We'll have a chat, but we'll have a chat with these two first.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy.
I admire his conviction there. Bit presumptuous. I never said I was going to pet your dog. Either way, he's a fine-looking hound. If simple petting startles the dog, I can only imagine how stressful this camp is. Dogs are very sensitive to emotion. If you relax, the dog might too.
Good luck. I've been saying that for the past decade.
Look, if I don't remain vigilant, something could happen to poor Biscotti. I'd never forgive myself.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength.
Well, as I say, man's best friend. Griselda.
I apologise for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
Sounds like there's a little bit of jealousy going on here, but I mean, I can see why. Let's see if we can have a chat with Biscotti.
Oh, God! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it?
Who's a good dog? You're a good
Yes.
dog.
Oh, goodness, yes! I am a good dog! Fantastic stuff! Oh, yes, you're lovely. You can come back.
Alright, well, he seems very excited to be around all of these people. Perhaps he just wants praises. Fair enough. Tinker.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice.
What happened to you?
Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do?
What's your business?
Well, I was going to sell the finest alchemical tinkerings the gate had ever seen, but the bureaucrats had other ideas. They talked some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum.
Imagine upending someone's life in the name of bureaucracy. People are out of touch here.
I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
So perhaps he's some kind of alchemist?
Piss off, would you? I've got some papers I have to file to get in. Apparently. Bloody bleeding bureaucrats.
Okay, can't we help this guy with his situation? Or perhaps maybe buy some alchemical, you know, ingredients and stuff?
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hid him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Grunch. Who is Grunch? Oh, this guy here. Okay.
Oh, I think if you don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is, but we have to.
But why? Why do they need to get into the city so desperately? I suppose everyone wants to get into the city because it beats living out here on the streets.
Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
Let me take a look at that wound. Oh. Okay. Let's roll again. I forgot to add a bonus before, but I don't think that would have helped us anyway.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently.
This is barely a scratch. What's the idea?
Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
Okay, so he's just faking the injury so these two would stay with him. But, I mean, aren't they friends though? Oh, yeah, okay, he is grilling a rat. That's kind of disgusting. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive though. Can't really afford to be too picky. I just did a quick save there because I'm just wondering whether or not I can take this further, tell them, you know, and what would actually happen if I did that. Whoops. Let's have a chat.
When Nilos and me were hiding, and hungry, and scared, it was Grunch who got us through. I'm not letting him down now.
I don't know. Maybe Greg has some ideas about how we can help Grunch get inside the walls. I can't think straight anymore.
Greg. Okay. Where's Greg?
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister.
Actually got here safely, towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
Christine Hazel.
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like.
Ramona?
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
Goodness me. Umi.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
I don't know about that. Not at your age.
Supplies are short.
I'd.
I'm really worried about Umi.
I mean, he's just over there.
Tankers of river water
Oh,
to raise.
it's the gang.
We'll drink to their memory.
Danis. Danis? Hang on. Where's everyone else?
We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy. I've heard Alfira made her way into the city.
Bards can talk their way out of trouble.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say.
At least you made it. How are you holding up?
It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
I'm a little confused. Hang on, isn't there supposed to be one more guy?
Had done the right things. Don't take that on yourself.
I forget the trio.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
We made it through hell, twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
You made it here all on your own.
So it's Danis and Bex, but what about the other guy?
Have claimed every road between Baldur's Gate and Elturel.
Like, I thought we saved all of them.
Tell me. I had it easy compared to the rest of you.
Haven't really said anything about the situation though, but perhaps he was lost on the way. Do they say anything else?
We made it alive to...
No. Okay, bit confused, but okay, almost missed this person. Doric?
Washing my pits, this is the song when up. Aye! Gonna blood not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
Oh, Lord. Is this the thing that's growling? Maybe.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
No, I'm Baldurian, born and bred. It's good to be home.
It's a fine city, isn't it? No better place to hail from. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous.
Is there anything I can do to ease these people's burdens?
I've been asking myself the same question. I wouldn't be the first to interfere. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to choose here. It's a bit of a social dilemma, isn't it? You're supposed to keep the peace, not stoke the fire.
What peace? If no one steps in, there'll be bodies piled high in the streets before long. Those refugees have been leeching on our city for too long. If we don't show them that we mean business, they'll bleed us dry. We need to march round the front and kill every last one of them. Let's see them eat our food with their guts on the floor. What do you say?
The hell is wrong with this guy? Yeah, I mean, I'd go with response 3 here. You're a monster. I'm reporting you to the commanding officer.
Tell them! I'll cut out their eyes and make them watch.
Oh. Oh. The hell? Oh.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's throne. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Oren is watching.
So Oren is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Okay. No wonder he was acting so weird. Crazy. Maybe we can have a chat with this Toad Breath.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
Poor guy.
Let me be. It seems my only friend asleep.
Okay. Let's come back around this way. Again, I'm a little confused about the group of tieflings here. It seems like one of them is missing. And it's like a maze here, but I might come back this way to check on the argument that's happening. I think I've managed to speak to everyone that would, you know, speak to us in this area. Everyone else is a refugee, so they don't seem to be too interested in speaking with us. Although, actually, I haven't spoken to these two.
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed. I'm not paid to debate.
Lord on the rack, give me patience.
Is everything all right?
These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
Alright, let's backtrack a little bit, and I guess we can get into this conversation from this side. Or perhaps maybe we should go in from the other side. I guess it doesn't really matter.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
calm down and tell me what's going on.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
Sure, let's detect thoughts. Hopefully we can get this. Yes.
Let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement?
This is a pretty big house. Are you sure you don't have a single spare room?
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them.
This man's indignant demeanor barely masks a seething anxiety. There's more to this situation than he's letting on.
I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them.
You seem a little bit on edge. Are you alright?
Well, wouldn't you be on edge if your beautiful home had been defiled by such brazen interlopers?
Nope. I think I would side with the squatters in the current climate, with the Absolute's armies, you know, about to barrel in on the city. How about you live and let live, and I let you live in return. Ooh, this is pretty big. 20. We have two more inspiration to use, I think. Yikes. Okay.
I'm fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
Or what?
I'd say you'll live to regret it, but honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live.
Melee attack. It is true. I could give you that gold, but then I'd just take it back after I'd killed you. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit too much. Sounds very evil. Let's go with the first one. I fought and killed an avatar of Merkel recently. I think I can handle you. Ooh,
You're
just
serious. Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
Okay, good. I would have liked to get more inspiration if we could, but didn't really happen there. Gonna have to try and make some more inspiration somehow. Let's have a chat with the ox.
Do try the grass, should it take your fancy. Such sweetness should be shared.
Alright, let's go inside and let's have a chat with these squatters and let's see what they're all about. And also, there's this basement as well, right? So Must be something interesting here.
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you.
How did you end up here?
Same way lots of us did. Trying to get away from the army of the Absolute. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you?
No one's telling you to leave. Have all the roof you want.
We will stay. For now. I just hope he doesn't pay anyone else to come sniffing round. Thank you. And may Torm keep you.
You're quite welcome.
You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really.
There we go. Bit more inspiration. Gonna try to look for inspiration where we can. I wonder where this basement might be.
She's a brave girl.
I have a feeling it could be like under rugs or something. Marfa.
Good thing you sorted that out. I was this close to chucking a knife right between that trollop's eyes.
Maybe in here.
Now we don't have to leave. I'm gonna build a big house for all the rats. It's gonna be really fancy. You'll see.
As long as you make sure that the rats stay away from, you know, the gnomes outside, because they're doing some really awful things to them. Yeah, I guess it still counts as stealing everything here, unfortunately. I am curious to take a look at the bookshelves and to see if we can read stuff.
Lucky there's still decent folk about.
Not for communal use, it seems.
Oh, okay.
Best show some respect.
I see, I see. Right. Let's not worry about it then.
Something over there.
There we go. Yeah, apparently we can take the stuff in here for whatever reason. But I will still shut the door just in case. The gate is closed. Baldur's Gate, bastion of commerce and culture. Rewarded only with corruption and catastrophe. Crime, poverty, taxation, burdens unfairly heaped upon the shoulders of the common citizenry. Thieves and outsiders grow fat on the teat, while native Baldurians starve in the street. For too long, the Grand Duke and his parliament of peers have left our gate unguarded. If you, like us, stand ready to defend it, then join like-minded individuals for a frank exchange of ideas. Join the keepers of the gate. Enough is enough. The gate is closed. So another faction. It's worth 30.
Better to be within its walls than without, Marfa. At least here we stand a chance.
Fire amber. Oh, okay. It's just a little bit of alchemy ingredient. The Guild, hidden rulers of Baldur's Gate. I have a feeling we may have read this, but I think it's going to be a lot more relevant now, so let me just review. The book's central argument is encapsulated in a chapter devoted to Rilza Rail, Guild Kingpin of Little Calamshan. In another time and another place, Rilza Rail would be celebrated as a revolutionary. In Baldur's Gate, in her own lifetime, she's known as a crime lord, a kingpin of the guild, ruling over the city within a city, that is the district of Little Kalimshan. Rilsa's story began when she was orphaned at a young age. Her father was hanged by the Flaming Fist for sheltering his fugitive brother. Soon after, her mother was denounced by the jealous wife of a patriarch and imprisoned in the sea tower where she perished. Alone in the world, she had learned two valuable lessons. When the law is corrupt, it is a necessity for those without the support of its enforcers to act outside it. And when the law is brutal, it is an ethical duty to act against it. Operating from within the Kalim Jewel Emporium, Rilsa knows the value of everything and everyone that moves through Baldur's Gate. She controls a wide network of agents who observe and track the exchange of goods and information as closely as any merchant or politician. But second-hand knowledge is cheap. Rilsa's real trick is to draw those with secrets to share directly into her orbit. At the Garden of Whispers, information can be shared with the guild anonymously. Anyone with a grudge to bear or a competitor to bring down, that is to say, anyone of importance, can ensure that the whole city knows their grievance. It is said that if somebody speaks of your weak spot in the garden at dawn, you can expect to find a knife buried in that exact spot before night falls. Yes, okay, I do remember reading that, but it's, as I said, a good refresher. Another bowl there. Don't know if we really need that, but... do these practice things fetch a little bit of money? 3 gold. I guess we can take some of these. It's fine. 1 foot, 2 feet, well met, we'll meet. I think we've read that.
Peace. What peace? Haven't you heard there's an army marching towards the city?
A disguise kit. Huh. So you can disguise yourself if you need to. This room is very strange, isn't it? The guy seems to have a lot of things related to thieving, perhaps. I'll take that.
I don't think the children could cope with being homeless again.
Decent folk about.
Officially unofficial circus history. An excerpt from the officially unofficial history of the circus of the last days that documents the last time the circus came to Baldur's Gate. Dumpy Dumpling was the headline act, as he had been for a decade. His performance was the usual: firework farts, chicken snapping, and his trademark pie in the ear trick. The crowd laughed and clapped, but Dumpy lacked spark. His heart wasn't in it. Dumpy called for a volunteer. An unassuming man with reddish hair and a shy smile volunteered. And then everything changed. The man commanded the stage with the sheer joy of his presence. His one-liners were lightning quick. His comebacks even more so. Crowds were enthralled, myself included, as we laughed till we cried. By the end of the show, I had forgotten I was there to see Dumpy. Lucretius, the circus's ever-charismatic leader, is no fool. She saw the star this man would be, even in his rough, unpolished state. She offered him a job then and there. When he bashfully accepted, the crowd erupted in applause. I knew even then that I had just witnessed history. For Norris Greeny was the man's name, or as he would come to be better known, Gribbles the Clown. Alright. I wonder if we'll meet any of these characters. Okay, well, we are here for that hatch though, so we better check it out. Do I go through the hatch now, or maybe leave it till last? Maybe it's better to leave it until a little bit later. I'm a little bit more curious to see if there's anything else in this house that we can potentially look at. Let's go upstairs. That's very, very strange to see those ravens. I think they were supposed to be on the roof, but for some reason we could see them there. Journey through the jungle, I think we've seen that. The wonders of Phandalin. In this year, 950 DR, there can hardly be more prosperous and fortunate town than Phandalin. Bloody hell. Phandelver's Pact has brought prosperity to this land, splitting the wonders of Wave Echo Cave between gnomes and dwarves. The town now boasts thriving communities of both peoples living and working together in harmony. We have also tempted human spellweavers from all across the north to our town, who are happy to work side by side with the allies of Phandelver's Pact. Mayor Alderleaf invites you to come and witness this miracle yourself. See the powers being uncovered in the Forge of Spells and the prosperity this power brings. I dare say Neverwinter will soon have a new rival for the title of Jewel of the North. The Illustrated Adventures of Baldur, I think we've seen that. And I am just taking some of the stuff and not sending it to camp, because if we do get asked to donate more, then we can use some of these wines and stuff that we're picking up to donate. A History of the Flaming Fist. Can't really remember if I've read this. So yeah, forgive me guys, I might be rereading certain books. A History of the Flaming Fist, founded by Elton, who was at the time Grand Duke of the city of Baldur's Gate. The Flaming Fist are difficult to categorize. They are a standing army, a police force, a band of mercenaries, and a troop of explorers. They are scholars who have inculcated order and law, and they are soldiers who have slaughtered the guilty and the innocent alike under banners of orange and scarlet. Equally vexing for the historian are their sociological implications. The Fist have been at some times corrupt, and at others virtuous. In that way, making a friend of the Fist is buying a packaged loaf. Who knows if the dough is delicious or the crust is poisoned? Not going to stop us, so let's lockpick that. Okay, what do we have in here? Little pouch up there. Let's have a read of this. Madam Amara, thank you for the invitation. You know how much I love Cher's Caress. Cher's Caress. I think it was pronounced before Chares's Caress. Chares's Caress. But I still haven't lived down my last experience with the Drow twins, and I fear they won't have forgotten my little mishap. So that was probably my last visit. I hope you'll understand. Arthur. And is Arthur... I think Arthur was that guy that we just convinced to let the squatters stay. This book is comprised of several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Yeah, I think we have read this one. Oral histories of Faerun, the Spell Plague. Hang on. This is literally the same book. Toy Maker's Basement. Oh, right, he's a toy maker. I see, I see. Okay. I thought he might have been like a thief or something. Or maybe he is, because there's a basement. And it seems like he's trying to keep his basement a bit of a secret, right? Ooh. Archaic blue outfit. Embroidered by Cocket. Is this some kind of a hat? I think it might be. This, I don't know, this looks like something nice that perhaps Shadowheart could wear. But I'd have to sort of come back to that. Okay, I think that's it for the second story. Let's go back down and let's check out this this basement.
Thank the gods. I was sure we were about to be evicted.
I don't think the children could cope.
Over there. Got rigged fireworks. A tripwire there. I mean, no one's here to see us disarm anything, so I suppose it should be okay, but...
This place is trapped.
Woglims. The hell are those? Okay. Send a small rocket at a foe, blasting the target and inflicting color spray. Interesting.
Carefully. There's a trap.
Jeez. A lot of these traps everywhere.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. Be wary. This place is trapped.
A box of odd-fire fireworks. What? Oh, okay, I took the entire box. No, I don't really need that, I don't think.
Step carefully. There's a trap. Step carefully. There's a trap.
Something about this stuffed bear. haven't really succeeded every single check here, though. I'm not entirely sure what the implications are of us finding all of this, but just judging by what I'm seeing, this guy is a toy maker, but perhaps maybe he's hiding explosives in these toys? Maybe? I am a little concerned that I've failed a few checks around here, though, so who has decent perception?
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
What is needed?
Holson. Yeah, let's go, Holson.
I see. Something over there.
Okay. Nothing to trigger it, though, so that's okay.
Something over there.
Surely there must be something around here.
Something over there.
Okay, no. I didn't mean to do that, so we kind of got lucky there, and because we've just got lucky, I will do a quick save, just in case.
Is that?
But maybe there are no more ropes to trigger anything, which is good. I mean, I don't mind disarming all of this because we do get to pick up these woglims as a result. Any other checks? Okay, it doesn't look like it. Let's take a look at what's going on with this stuffed bear.
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
Okay.
I am ready.
Yeah, not surprised that the chest is booby-trapped. Okay.
Never a dull
So,
moment.
just need to disarm that. I mean, if we even triggered one of them, this entire place would explode to high hell.
Need to find a way forward.
The True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebro Morrow, Volume 1. I believe we have read that before. This guy has an oil lamp?
An ordinary lamp. Not a trace of magic on it.
Okay. Good thing we confirmed. Alright, well, we've gone this far. It counts as stealing to check this thing, but... Actually, I needed to disarm it. There we go, and...
Wonder what's past this.
Let's take a quick peek inside. Blackmail letter. Okay, let's have a read. Arthur, package still waiting for you at Felagir's. You'd better not be late again, or we'll start to wonder if you're really as committed as you claim to be. Pick it up, put it in the teddy bears, make the donation. It couldn't be simpler, really. if it's still here this time tomorrow, we'll stuff you with it. As you well know, we've plenty to spare. Make the donation. Are we talking about the donation center?
Looks like his generosity is compromised.
Yeah, it might be the donation. Like he might have made some donations to the Flaming Fist, the place that we just visited before. So maybe we might want to go back there and either warn them or perhaps maybe investigate the place ourselves. Okay, let's get back out and let's go back.
And I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
The problem is getting through now. I wonder if I can repeat convincing this Netter. Sorry, not Netter. Manip Nestor. To let us through. Let me just do another quick save.
Something's on my mind.
Got something else to donate, have ya?
I need to get into the barn right now. Something dangerous might be among the donations.
I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
I mean, wouldn't you want to just like come with us so that, you know, you keep an eye out on what we're doing? I guess he is coming back here though. So, crate of veggies. I'll take that. Let's have a chat with this piggy.
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries.
Seen anything interesting while you've been here?
Oh, folk come, folk go. It's a little dull, to be frank. The room next door has rather reeked of late, though. And that's coming from me.
The room next door? Like, here, maybe? Maybe in the donations chest.
Salutations once more, old stick. Always a treat to have visitors.
Alright, let's... Maybe we're just supposed to follow him.
Are you gonna search the bar?
Oh, okay. It's all no longer stealing now. Except for this, though. I mean... Oh, this is the crate. The Many Tales of Mother Campestri.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Steady. I've detected a trap.
Yeah, okay.
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this.
Sure. Can we disarm it, though? I think we should.
I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
Yikes. Yeah, let's roll again.
It's abominable.
Oh no. Okay. There goes our inspiration. Oh.
Who would do such a thing?
Please. Please. No. Oh lord. Okay. I should have quick saved before that. I suppose we're not too far off.
This assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
No one died, thank goodness.
Gods, any one of us could have been blown to smithereens.
Yes, I mean, some of us did get blown to smithereens, to be honest, but
If I had done the right things.
okay, we're gonna have to try and find Arthur again. So all of this stuff we can now inspect and we can take from if we really wanted to, but
I thought this
I
assignment
don't know,
was going to be
I'd
dull.
feel a little bit bad about doing that. So maybe we should have a read though. An excerpt from a book of short but terribly outdated tales for children told by Mother Campestri, the hungry bullywug. Once there lived a bullywug, whose name was Billy. His clothes were ragged, and he'd never washed, and he spoke in tongues that nobody could understand. But the worst thing about Billy was that he was always hungry. First, he ate all the food that was in his village, then he moved on to villages nearby. Soon, the entire region was starving because Billy could never have enough. Villagers offered to teach Billy how to farm so that he could make his own way, but Billy was lazy. Billy only ever wanted to live off the kindness of others, so that is what he did. One day, villagers decided that they'd had enough. They had been forced to live off their supplies for months, and were sick of it. And Billy, having gotten fat from eating all of their food, had started to look rather appetizing himself. Wow. It's a very ominous end to that tale. Okay, so let's head back out. Don't suppose there is anything else worth looking at. Nestor's warning. It seems I have to remind some of you that what is in the barn is for the refugees, not for your dinner. Next one I find skimming from the top cleans the latrine for the rest of the month. Okay. So that was an interesting development. Gonna have to try and find that Arthur, sorry. But we're gonna have to continue that in the next episode, and obviously continuing exploring the rest of this area. I feel like we've only scratched the surface these couple of episodes, so there's way more to see. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. As usual, drop a like if you did. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.